West Colonial.
And it's Saturday, and you're watching Local 6 Morning News. It is 6:24 a.m., so you know what that means. Leanne Ellington is here to talk to us about something that everybody uses, artificial sweeteners.
Definitely. And you know, there's a lot of controversy whether or not they aid in fat loss, whether or not they're harmful to your fat loss goals. And you know, basically there's a research, and you know, basically no one has determined that they are going to A, kill you, and B, have any effect on your weight loss efforts. You know,
that's good news.
That is a great thing. You know, a lot of studies have shown though that they do kind of increase your cravings, you know, as opposed to the opposite, which we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to use them to substitute our sweet cravings. But you know, in terms of affecting your insulin, in terms of producing cortisol, which is the fat storage hormone, which is one of the effects of you know, sugar, it doesn't seem to have that effect, which is a great thing. So it is, you know, a good substitute for sugar. But you know, the truth of the matter is a lot of them haven't been around long enough for us to see the lifespan of someone who has consumed them for their entire life.
So no definitive research is out there yet.
Yeah.
But what people are trying to do is actually cut down on the amount of sugar they consume. So are there any natural sweeteners that you can use?
Yes, absolutely. Honey is a natural sweetener. Agave. There's you know, quite a few out there that you can sub in there, and they still have the same amount of calories for the most part as sugar. But one thing the one way they aren't as, you know, harmful to your fat loss efforts as sugar is the insulin response, is producing that fat storage hormone cortisol, and you know, producing that spike of energy, and then followed by that little crash. So they're not going to have that effect, followed by the cravings that follow. So the natural sweeteners and, you know, the artificial sweeteners are going to be better for your fat loss goals than the regular sugars. But you know what, you know, sugar is your immediate source of energy, and it's not really sustainable to say I'm going to cut them out altogether forever, you know, but you do want to limit them.
So in terms of artificial sweeteners, just moderation is key, like with most things.
Exactly. And you know, it's just a matter also of taste. You know, you asked about Equal, and you know, that does contain aspartame, which Splenda does not. You know, and you could talk to, you know, 10 different people and get 10 different answers, unfortunately, on the subject matter. But you know, no conclusive evidence that it's harmful or that it, you know, either helps or doesn't really help your fat loss. But it is, you know, when you're talking about a 0-calorie sweetener replacing the calories of sugar, you know, anytime you're decreasing your calories, it's going to help you in your fat loss efforts, as long as you don't replace them with something else.
Gotcha. Leanne Ellington, always good advice. Thank you so much. We'll be back in just a moment.